Paige Bueckers is starting to feel the same as Caitlin Clark as a rookie and suffers another tough setback. Bueckers could not stop the Dallas Wings slipping to another defeat. Paige Bueckers entered the WNBA with tremendous expectations as the first overall pick in the 2025 draft, but her start to life as a professional has been a tough transition as she mirrors Caitlin Clark. Teaming up with the veteran star Arik Ogunbowale at the Dallas Wings, there was a buzz the outfit could become a competitive force, but the reality has proven starkly different, with a 1-11 record. A narrow 88-84 defeat to the Las Vegas Aces on June 13, marking their seventh straight loss and condemned the team to remain last in the Western Conference with the worst record in the WNBA. Despite the team's continued struggles, there was an encouraging individual performance from Bueckers, offering a glimpse into what the franchise envisioned in drafting, a story similar to Clark's start with the Indiana Fever. The UConn Huskies graduate finished with 16 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals, although her shooting was inefficient, hitting only 7 of 19 field goal attempts and missing both three-point tries. Her early adversity draws parallels to Clark's 2024, who, despite immense hype, found her year defined as much by her individual brilliance as it was by Indiana's overall struggle to win games as they finished 500. The same experience may now be playing out in Dallas. While Bueckers has shown flashes of star potential, the burden of turning around a franchise has proven to be a steep learning curve. As the Wings move deeper into this season, the focus will shift from just development to results. But much like Clark, Paige may need to endure setbacks before fully establishing herself as a transformative figure in the league. Clark set for WNBA return on Saturday, June 14. While Bueckers endures a challenging first campaign, Clark is set to return for the Fever. Clark had missed 5 games with a quadriceps injury, but is expected to rejoin the lineup on Saturday against the New York Liberty. Without her, the team had struggled and went 2-3 in form, and that's entirely understandable considering she was producing 19 points, 9.3 assists, 6 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game before injury. As long as we don't have any regressions, she's going to be ready to roll. Fever head coach Stephanie White said of Clark's return to the starting lineup, which comes at a good time against the 9-0 Liberty. "I'm really excited," Clark said. "I think it's definitely been a process. I think the hardest part is when you begin to feel really good, and then it's just a process of working yourself back into actually getting up and down and getting out there with my teammates." Paige Bueckers stood under the blinding arena lights, heart pounding in a rhythm only she could hear, a feeling so eerily familiar to another prodigy who had walked the same path mere months earlier, Caitlin Clark. The WNBA rookie season is rarely kind. For Clark, it was a baptism by fire, dazzling highlights dimmed by relentless physicality, criticism over turnovers, questions about leadership, and the sobering reminder that college dominance doesn't guarantee professional grace. Paige, a generational star out of UConn with a flair for the dramatic and a court vision poets write about, believes she'd be ready. But no amount of stardom prepares you for the league's ruthless indifference to past accolades. And now, just weeks into her rookie campaign, Bueckers finds herself bruised, both literally and metaphorically. A sprain. Again. This wasn't supposed to happen. Not again. The headlines had barely cooled from Clark's rocky initiation when Paige's own journey began. The excitement was deafening. Social media buzzed. Bueckers versus Clark next Tuesday, prime time. Fans were ready to revive the UConn-Iowa battles under WNBA lights. But behind Paige's composed smile, she was shouldering the invisible, expectations' cruel weight. From the moment her name was called on draft night, comparisons poured in like rain. She's the Caitlin Clark of Connecticut. Can Paige handle the pressure the way Clark has? Will she be tougher? The questions were unfair. The assumptions were heavier. Practice had been intense that week. Coaches pushing her. Teammates testing her. Opponents targeting her, just like they did with Caitlin. Every game she was bumped off cuts, denied the ball, doubled at the perimeter. The WNBA was physical, smarter, faster, less forgiving. And then in a drive to the rim against the Mercury, Bueckers planted wrong. The arena gasped before she even hit the floor. Another injury, not severe, but enough to keep her out for a few games, enough to shake her confidence again. In the locker room, silence wrapped her like a blanket. Trainers worked on her ankle, while the echoes of doubt crept in. Will I ever stay healthy? Can I do this?